Hello everyone, this is Zooc and today I'm bringing you a new demonstration, I guess this would be. Or a semi-tutorial, something like that. I haven't really done anything resembling a tutorial in a long time, and I know some people asked for that sort of stuff when I did my plans for the future video. So here it is. I realize not a lot of people are here for that sort of video, but I'm gonna explain why I did this. Basically, for the past few days I've been dealing with a severe attack of gout. Gout is a very annoying disease which affects mostly men that consume a lot of red meat and seafood. So let's say for the past few months I've had a little bit too much meat and seafood, not enough water, not enough tea, and so a few days ago I woke up with this excruciating pain in my foot. What gout does is it affects the joints. It's a disease that used to be very prevalent in the Middle Ages when the rich people didn't eat any vegetables because they came from the ground and they thought to be peasant food, so they only ate meat and fish and drank a lot of alcohol. So a lot of men got gout and they had no idea how to cure it. So they kept eating and drinking the same thing and eventually it got really bad. So yeah, when it's in the foot, you can't really walk with it. You can't really put your foot down on the ground actually because you will shit yourself from the pain. And sitting at my desk for 6 hours is unfortunately not a very good plan right now because all the blood rushes to it and it starts pulsating and hurting like a motherfucker. So what I have been doing is keeping my leg up as much as I can, drinking a lot of water and trying to not spend many hours at my desk. But I wanted to put something out and this seemed like a good idea because I was watching some drawing stuff on YouTube and I saw some people doing the same thing. So I decided to apply it myself and see how it works. Well, I know it works because I've done it before, but I don't do it every time, let's just put it that way. But I have been getting a question consistently for the past few months. Dear Zooc, I want to start drawing. What should I start with? What should I draw? I have no idea. Well, you can draw anything as long as you do it. That's kind of the gist of it. But a way to stimulate that, in case you are not a very creative person, is to do what I'm doing right now, which is thumbnailing. Thumbnailing is creating like random shapes in a very small format until you can actually recognize something within that thing you made. But I combined it with a second technique because you can thumbnail with a plan. You can go in with thinking that, oh yeah, I'm going to draw a spaceship, and you can draw 10 spaceships. But you can also go in with no plan whatsoever, which is what I did here. So what you do is just start scribbling, literally scribbling random lines, like phase out, put some music on, stare into the distance and just let your hand go on its own. And eventually you will come up with something that resembles something. The brain has this funny way of recognizing patterns and shapes and animals and all sorts of stuff that exists in shapes that you make. I don't know if that sounds right. In any case, the brain will help you out there. And you'll eventually be able to make out a sort of a creature or maybe even a building or a spaceship or anything that you're particularly interested in. Since I am mostly interested in monsters and creatures, it's easier for me to recognize those kinds of things in these shapes. So I created 6 random scribbles, literally went in with no plan whatsoever. And eventually all 6 of them worked out into something. So the first one is going to be like a 4-legged spider-like spiky creature with a huge gaping mouth. The second one is going to be like sort of a bat/demon face. The third one is going to be something resembling a tyrannid, but like insect body and huge gaping mouth with sharp teeth. The fourth one is like a traveling hobo bird/goat hybrid. The fifth one is just a generic head inside of an animal skull, like ornamental, something like that. And the sixth one is just a reptile/dragon idea. So of course you can take each one of these and refine them till the end of time and come up with something really cool. But since I can't really spend a lot of time at my desk, I just made quick sketches out of them and gave them like a gray wash behind them just to make them pop out a bit. But I think the idea is very useful for the people that don't feel particularly creative or don't have the amount of visual reference that maybe I do or other people who like to draw. Because I look at a lot of things, I look at a lot of paintings and a lot of pictures, and they get stocked in the brain. And not stuck, but stocked, like stocking stuff in a storehouse. So you have a visual library which you can, not necessarily consciously, but sometimes even unconsciously, go to and just come up with stuff easier than a person that doesn't do this at all. But it's an easier way to help the brain out, to make out certain something. Like if you're particularly interested in sci-fi, maybe you'll make out like spaceships or crazy buildings or landscapes even. That works as well. Or robots or whatever the hell you're interested in, really. So it just works very well. So that's pretty much it. It's that simple. And it works with any medium. You can do it on paper. You can do it at school. Since it's fucking boring. You can do it especially well on a digital medium, because you can just like make a huge blank canvas and sit there making thumbnail after thumbnail, and you will have weeks or months worth of drawings to refine and build on. And you can also combine shapes as well, and you can make like a super monstrous mutated bird, spider, traveling merchant, goat creature as well. That works. Or there's possibilities are limitless. So it just works very well. But yes, if you want to start drawing and don't know what to do, how to do it, just sit down and draw whatever the fuck you feel like, because this is what it really comes down to. I can't suggest anything. Sure, if you were to take it by classic rules, it would be, yes, study anatomy and draw humans, which I wish I had done as well, because I suck at anatomy a lot of times. Like, it takes me a while to find the formula sometimes. But to be honest, I understand that most people are rather bored by that idea. Some really like to draw people, naked people in various poses, but I think personally it's extremely boring. I just like to get to the fun stuff. And with this technique, you can definitely get to the fun stuff quicker. Sure, you won't be as good as a classically trained artist, but if you're not planning to make a profession out of this, then I think you're fine just the way you are. So yeah, this is pretty much it. I wanted to make a Q&A today, but since I can't really walk, I can't go downstairs and take a shower or shave, and I look like shit. I look like a hobo. I look like sketch number 4 right now. And that's probably not a very good idea, considering my condition. So hopefully in the next few days, this shit will go away and I can get back to my normal schedule. This week until Christmas is going to be pretty insane in terms of work, so hopefully I'll have time to make videos for fun. But I have a lot of projects, like a lot of people want stuff around Christmas for some reason, and there's plenty of work to do for TB as well. So yeah, I'm sure you can live without the so infrequent videos from Zooc does stuff. Just fine. So yeah, rate that video, God, what's wrong with me? So PC. Rate that shit if you enjoyed it or if you find it helpful, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.